Hi guys. First of all the best for the re-NEET exam for the NEET aspirants that is going to be conducted tomorrow, 21st of June 2026. And another topic is the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan, our education minister. So how many still want his resignation? Because the NEET paper leak is not a small thing. It affected 22 lakh students in India, and CBSE OSM marking system has also affected a lot of students in India, lots of CBSE students, and also there's another thing happening. Some exams are being delayed, some exams are being cancelled. So, do we just need the resignation of our education minister, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, or do we need more? Because in my point of view, the resignation of education minister isn't going to change anything. If I say honestly, the change of government isn't going to do anything, because the other government which is going to come is going to do the same thing. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to change the pain of our students, pain of the aspirants, pain of the affected families. Because if system isn't going to change, if system is the same, then no matter who comes into the system is going to eat them up. The system is going to put them in the system, put them in a position that plays with the children's lives, plays with the students' lives. Unless we change the system, unless we change the system that is doing everything, that is doing these kind of leaks, these kind of irregularities, these kind of delays, we can't do anything about it. So what is that system that we're talking about, that I am talking about? That is our education system. Our education system, which was left to us by the British, of course. The British left us this education system. The governments that have formed after the independence of India have been running this system, have been gaining a lot from the system, have not changed this system even 1 or 2%. They haven't changed this system. They haven't reformed this system. They have been running this system for 50 years, for 70 years, and this government is also doing the same. This government is not doing anything to change the system. That is what our anger is. From 2014, yes, the Modi government has come. It changed some systems, changed our viewpoint of India, changed our viewpoint of Indian growth system, changed our viewpoint of Indian development. But this government has failed to do some things. This government has failed, not intentionally, but systematically. This government has failed to do some things. That is, the education is one of these things. Education system is one of these things, and we haven't asked them to change it. I don't know how many have asked them, but we, the people of India, the students of India, did we ask them to change this at all? We have to ask them to change this education system, because this education system is just a memory testing system. This is just a memory testing system, this is a system which tests how many years or how many months we can retain our memory. it doesn't change it doesn't test our ability, it doesn't test our capability, it doesn't test our understanding, it doesn't test our aptitudes, it doesn't test our skills, it doesn't test our intelligence, it doesn't test our intelligence. No matter what we say, it doesn't test it. It only tests our memory. And we have been suffering a lot because of this memory testing system. I have suffered, my father has suffered, my mother has suffered, my brother has suffered, my sisters has suffered, everyone has suffered. And you are still suffering this. You are still suffering this memory testing. I don't know what this education system's obsession with the memory testing, but they should test not just memory but everything else too. Because for some students their memory is so much better, their retaining power is so much better, but for some students it is not better. And though for those students they may be creative, they may be intelligent, they may be understanding more, they may be skilled more, but they still fail this because they only test your memory. Then what do we do about this system? We are still saying yes, we need the resignation of our education minister, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, but is this going to change anything? Someone else will come and they will still do the same thing. They will still do the same thing because one of the things, when paper leaks happen, the mafia is totally, yes, the mafia is leaking the papers, but so many students are buying that paper, so many parents are buying that paper, so many the coaching center teachers are buying this paper. Why? We still need to see that those who are buying that paper, they have the fear of failing, they have fear of losing out, because the system is still testing the memory. In the NEET, why did they need physics questions? NEET is for biology doctors, right? Why are they putting physics questions in that? I still don't understand. What is this? Why are they putting physics questions in that? Why are they putting chemistry is still acceptable? So I don't understand. When we are not going to study physics in a hospital, why are they putting physics questions in that? This is the question every student should ask, because they are still testing our memory. They're still testing how much memory we can retain in the exams. And this is a concerning issue for us, because this government has changed a lot of things. This government, from the moment for 12 years, this government has changed a lot of things that we thought was unchangeable, we thought was impossible to change. This government has changed those things. Now we must ask this government to change the education system that has been making us suffer, that has been torturing us for years, that has been making a slave out of us students. We are just being slaves after we come out of our education system. Yes, we are being slaves. We are not being, everyone is not being an entrepreneur. Everyone is not being an intelligent man. Everyone is not being a skilled, creative person. If you think about it, 80 to 90% are still going for jobs in India. A lot of people doesn't have that kind of choice to think about themselves, and they are not giving themselves that choice, because everyone is looking for a job, everyone is looking to work under someone, everyone is looking to work under the government. But among them, a lot of people are doing it under pressure because they don't know anything. Even after coming out of engineering, even after coming out of some degrees, even after coming out of some BBA or MBA, they don't know what to make of themselves because of this education system. And we need to change that. We need to protest to change that education system. We need that change in India. A lot of people used to say 200 years back, 300 years back, 500 years back, we used to read like that. We used to educate ourselves like that. We used to have lot of natural skills, lot of ethical thinking, lot of creative thinking, lot of aptitudes, lot of civic sense, that too. But why are we lacking in those things now? We're still trying to read a topic 10 times or 20 times just to remember it, and then after the exam we forget it. We forget after 2 days, after 3 days, we forget it, and then we pass that exam, and that topic is not going to come into our life after 2 or 3 years. Maybe the advanced topic, we will go into that. We will go into advanced topics of that particular chapter, but we still didn't even understand that basic chapter, and we are going to that advanced chapter, and we are still by hearting the topics. How is this normal for us? How are we going to change ourselves? How are we going to free ourselves from that torture, from that slavery, if we are not going to change that education system, if we don't protest against that education system that has been going on for almost 70 to 80 years, from 1947 to 2026, it's been 79 years. We're still suffering this education system, and we need to change that system. We need to fight against that system, because from first class, when we LKG, UKG, till we become graduates, postgraduates, or even PhD, we are going through that system. We are suffering that system. We don't know what we're suffering, but we're still suffering. We don't know what we're going to do about it. Yeah, but we don't know anything what we're going to do about it. So we're just enduring this system. Just enduring. We're just enduring because we don't know what to do about it. We can't change it. We can't escape from this. We can't leave our college. We can't drop out. So we just endure it. We just endure it till we get out of that college. But what happens after that? We become something with that knowledge, with that thinking, and we just give that knowledge, give that lesson to our children. We endured it, you should endure it too. Is this how it's going to be even for our children, even for their children, for their children, for their children? No, we need to put a stop to this at some point. We need to change this at some point. So when are we going to change it? That is the question for us. When are we going to change this system? So I know it will take some time, but we have to protest for the change of the system. Nothing is going to happen with the change of the minister. No, nothing is going to happen. Even if we ask it, even if we protest for the resignation, even if he resigns, nothing is going to happen. Someone else is going to come, and he is going to be in this system. He is going to run this system. which is not going to change. What we need is the change of this system, and we are going to fight for it. We have to fight for it. Otherwise, the people, the the ones that are going to lose are us. That's all. Thank you for watching.